Okay, good evening, everyone. Welcome to day two of our AutoCAD training. In um, in our first training, this was what we did. I introduced you guys to AutoCAD interface, and some beginners principle of AutoCAD. So I also need to confirm if you guys can see my screen and if you can hear me. Okay, Sarah is online. So please, if you can see my screen, if you can hear me, I would like you to, drop a comment, say something in the comment section. So I know I'm not talking to myself. Okay. Okay. Thompson said he can see me and he can see my, he can hear me and he can see my screen. Okay. That's good. Okay, so like I was saying in our previous training, we did this, and I dropped some in the group chat, but I'm yet to see I'm yet to see someone who has done the assignment. So in today's training, we will, do more examples. We'll do more examples on AutoCAD, how to use, some of the tools and carry out designs in AutoCAD. So at this point in time, I'm going to share my screen. Mm. Okay, I'm trying to share my screen now. Um, so just give me a minute while I do that. So I don't know if anyone tried doing any of those assignments yourself. Did anyone try anything out? And from our last class on Monday up to now, do you have question or any challenge while you were trying to carry out any of this modeling? Okay, you did mine. Drop it in the software installation group. And I also said you should make a post on LinkedIn based on what we did. So what you need to do, make a post. Okay, we had a 4 weeks training with a 4 weeks engineering training in collaboration, APWEN and REnT collaboration. So however I want to put it, and this was what I did. Then make sure you tag APWEN and you tag REnT Limited. Just make the post, tag APWEN and tag REnT Limited on it. I think I dropped further information about that. So the post you make on LinkedIn, the link, that's what you are going to send on that group. Okay. Um, so this was what we did in the first class. We are going to do this. So from here, I'm going to use the line tool or the polyline tool, get my line. Then I'm assuming all dimensions are in millimeters. Get, depends, you can decide that yours is going to be in meter, yours is going to be in centimeter, whichever one. So, but for me, I'm assuming that all these dimensions are. So we have this 10, we also have this 10. So it means my highest distance here is 10. I can use something like 15 for my limits. Then we have these two, these two, these four, um, these two also. Then at the top, we have two here, we have two here, we have two here. I think we have three here or four. I'm going to confirm that. Um, okay, that's four. So we have four, two, two. So this is basically what I'm going to, this is the route I'm going to start from here, do this, then move upwards like this, up onto this point. So you can start from anywhere. You can decide to go up first, then you get this, however you want to do it up until this point. Okay, let's switch back to AutoCAD. I'll zoom out a little bit by using the screw button on my on my mouse. Click on the polyline tool and select a first point. So for this, I just want to track this to this point, okay? I'm going to use type 10. Okay, this point is 2. Come down. The next point is 2, right? Yes, this is 2. You also have another 2 here. Come down. We have 4 here. We have 4 here. Yeah, okay, this 4. We have 4 here again. We have 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. Then I'm going to click this point. and it's closed. Understand? So this is it. So you find out that this time I moved from this point, move this way, come down, move here, 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 and back to this point. So we are going to treat some other example. And while I'm doing this, if you have a question, you need clarity on some areas, I would like you to ask, ask, and draw my attention. Okay, so we have another example, example 2, which is this. And this example is not really correct if we follow it the way it is, but we are going to make the necessary corrections. So we have here 6. We have the top one. So 6 up, 1, 2. Okay. So I don't know if you guys are seeing my screen. Okay, yeah. I'm going to do this again. So you have 6 here. I'll move this way 2. Move up 1. This is 3, 3, 5. Okay. We can put the line again. So this is 3. If we come down, we also have 3. We move this way 5. Come down again 3. It's 3. We move this way 5. Here we have 3. No. Okay, yeah, 3. We have 3 here. And we have 3 here also. We have 2 here. Then we close this. Escape. So this is, what we have so far, we have been carrying out or have been demonstrating with easier, easy examples, things that are objects that are easy to comprehend. So today's class, we are going to dive into modify tool. We are not going to exhaust all for this class. Then we move into, we're also going to do examples. Then our next class, we do more examples and go further into modify tools. So the first tool we are going to use is the move tool. And this is the move tool, like a cross icon. So the move tool is used in moving an object or displacing, changing the position of an object from point A to point B, or you can say moving it from point A to point B, whichever one. So for this, I'm going to click on the move tool, select this, and hit enter on my keyboard. Select the base point. So for this, I will pick this as my base point, this top. Then, I can track it down to place it here as my base point. Same thing applies to this. I'll select it, click on my move tool, select this as my base point. So you can select anywhere as your base point depending on where you want to place your object. So this is how you use the move tool. So the same thing, I can still change the positions again, select this, and you can see that the base point has changed. Initially, I picked this point. So I select this again, click on my move tool, and this time I'm going to select this, then place it here. Good. Next we are going to look at is the copy tool, which is basically to make duplicates or copies of objects at a specified distance. So I'm going to click on the copy tool, select all these objects, hit enter on my keyboard. Then I'm going to select the base points. I'll select this. It's going to ask for the copy distance. I can specify a distance, or I can just click anywhere randomly. So I can specify 14 as the distance I want. So you can see that. Or this time, I'm just going to click on random placement. Stand. So you can see that. This is how the copy tool works. Next thing we have is the erase tool. We have a lot of objects on our screen and I want to remove some of them. So I'll click on the erase tool and start erasing. I can erase individually. And the moment you click on it, you see that this portion is faded. So it's actually telling you that, okay, what you have clicked, this is the preview. Whatever is faded is what is going to be removed from this entire drawing. So you can either do that or you click and drag. So the moment you click and drag, you are selecting a wider range. Click and drag, click and drag, then hit enter. You have deleted them or erase them, whichever one. So another way to delete is you select and you press delete on your keyboard. Select, press delete on your keyboard. I believe this is well understood. Okay. We're also going to look at another useful tool, which is the trim tool. Now, the trim tool is one tool you cannot overemphasize in AutoCAD. As long as you are doing something creative, you will use this tool. Okay, so that tool is called trim tool, and it trims objects that meet the edge of other objects. So where two objects meet at, that's where you find the trim tool. That's where he shows his capacity. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'll select this. No. Okay, Now I want to trim this object to remove excessive edges. So what do? I'll click on the trim tool, hit enter on my keyboard, or right click and click on enter. Then you can see the moment I hover over an object that can be trimmed, you are going to see that little cross X icon. So I'll start trimming. So you can see that this is basically how the trim works. Where two objects meet, so let's go back, let's back up a bit. Now, where do these objects meet? This is an intersection point here. This is another intersection point. So the moment I trim this, it's going to trim to this intersection point. The moment I trim this, it's going to cut or trim it to this intersection. So the same thing applies to this. If I do that, it breaks that intersection. So wherever two objects meet, that's how trim to takes its mode of operation. We have looked at the mirror tool, we have looked at the copy tool, we have looked at the trim tool. The next tool we are going to look at is the rotate tool. So rotate tool, you select it. Select the rotate tool. Then you select the object you want to rotate. Hit enter, then select the base point. So for this, I'm going to pick this point as my base point. Select, then you move your mouse around. Which area do you want to rotate it to? So for this, I'm just going to click here. Or you can specify an angle. It depends. You can specify 45. So you can see that it has rotated this at an angle of 45. Absolutely. Rotate. Select this, hit enter. Hmm. Okay. So this is how the rotate tool works. Do I have any questions so far? And I'm open to questions. No. Okay. That's good. So let's take one or two examples. Mm, okay. This is one example we are going to look at. This will help us understand better some of um, the new tools we just learned. So for this, before I go further, I'm going to explain. What you are seeing here, that is a radius. It's actually a circle with radius 16. So this is what I'm going to do I'm going to get my construction lines, all this, draw my circle. This is my circle, radius 16. Draw the other circle with radius 3. Sorry, with radius 40. Then we have another circle here with radius 3. Now somebody is going to ask, how are we going to get this circle? The distance is given here, 28. That's the distance. So let's jump into AutoCAD and start modeling. So first of all, draw my circle with radius what? Okay. Um, with radius 16, the first circle has a radius of 16. Circle, circle radius 16. Okay, I'm going to move this a little bit. Click on the move tool. Use this as my center point and move it a little bit this way. Okay, here, zoom. I'm going to draw another circle with radius 40. So click on circle, select the center point, and type 40 is good. Go to annotate, click on center mark, click here. So I've gotten the center point. I'm going to share my screen again so that you see what I'm doing. So what we have done so far, we have gotten this small circle. We have gotten this big one. We have gotten this line up. Yeah, these lines. So what we now need is the center point of the circle, the center point of the circle. So what we are going to do, this is 55. 55 divided by 55 divided by 2. 55 divided by 2. So normally 50 divided by 2 is what? 25. 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. So what we have is 7.5, 27.5 up the both ways. So in doing this, there's a tool I'm going to use. Okay. So something is going to happen here. I'm going to delete this and use my construction line. Click here. This is my construction line. Click horizontally, move my mouse upward, click vertically. So I'm going to copy this. Click on the copy tool. The distance, I'll type 27.5. Hit enter. Escape. Click on copy. Enter. Select the base point, which is this. I'm going to type 27.5. Bring my mouse down. Type 27.5 again. And hit escape. So we have these lines. Then I'm going to click on circle. Click here. The radius, I'm going to type 5. Okay, for this, I will click on this line and make a copy. Click this as the base point. 28. Move my mouse this way and type 28. Hit escape. Click on this, click on copy, select the base point, which is this. Click here. And click here. Escape. So you can see that we are almost done. I'll select this, click on the copy tool, select this as my base point, copy down here, copy down to this point. Hit escape again. Click on my trim tool. Click this, 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 click this. So these are the major lines I need for this drawing. I'll select the other ones and hit delete. After I've done that, I'll go back to annotate and mark my center line. How do I do that? This is annotate here. Select it. Come here and select center mark. Then after I've clicked on center mark, select this and hit escape. So you find out that AutoCAD is not difficult. It's just the approach and the training method. Okay, so does anyone have a question? I'm expecting questions. For those of you that have your laptop with you, you can you can do this with me. So while I'm doing it from my end, you can also try it out from your end also. So you can see that we are now applying more tools and is experiencing some, like call it difficulty or challenges. Yeah, we are trying more things. Initially, we just used only lines. Now we are copying, we are trimming. So that's how the class is graduating. The difficulty level is increasing. So you have to follow me gradually. And I'm going to take one more example. I'm going to take one more example. I'm looking for the example that talks more on what we have done. Okay, okay. Okay, I think this also, I don't want to give you guys something that is totally different from what you have done. Okay, so I believe you all can see my screen. This is what we are going to do next. And all these examples, I'm dropping them in the group. So you can always go back and try them on your own, even after this training. Okay, so for this um we have a circle, this big circle here, a diameter of 100, another diameter of 60. This also has its own diameter of 80. So we have 100, 80, and 50. Let's jump into AutoCAD and do this. 80, 100, 80, and 50. So I'm going to click on circle. Okay, for this, I'll click on diameter, center diameter. We have 100, it's enter. Center diameter, click. We have 100, it's enter. Click again. We have 80, and we have 50. We have 50. Okay, this one step. We are one step ahead. Let's go back to our drawing. So this is it. We have successfully drawn this. We have drawn this. We have also drawn this. So the next thing I want to do is to get a horizontal line here and a vertical line here. Basically, these two lines are just reference lines. So the reason I'm drawing this horizontal line is so that I can make a copy of it at a distance of 15 here, make another copy at a distance of 15. Yeah, that's basically one area, one reason why I'm drawing this line. So after I've done that, I'm going to draw a circle at a radius of 40. You understand? So like I said, I'll come down here, click on my X line or my construction line, click this point and click this point, hit escape. Click on the copy tool, select this line, hit enter. Select the base point, which is this, move it upwards and type 15. Move it downwards and type 15. Then hit escape. Select the circle tool again, come down to this point and type 40. Yes. So this internal one, that's what is our 40. I can go to quick property and change the color to yellow so that we can identify it. Hit escape. Then click on the trim tool, hit enter once and trim this. So I believe you all are following me. Yeah. Escape. We have done that. Then this here is a construction line. So I'm going to click on quick property and just give it color of green so we don't get confused. I'm going to, I'll switch back to our exercise. So for this, you can see we have gotten this portion. We have gotten this entire portion here. We have gotten it. So what's left is getting these holes, these other circles. And from the dimension given, we have 8 holes and the diameter is 10. That's good. Let's switch back to AutoCAD. We have 8 holes, remember, the diameter is 10. Click on center diameter. Click on this point at the center point, type 10. Okay. Select this point, select the circle. Come down here, click on polar array. Please listen carefully. Select the base point. I'm going to select this point as my base point. So currently you can see 6 items already created. I'll come here and type 10, changes, changes. Sorry, 8 rather, number of items, 8. So for this, I can type Okay, then I'll close the array. I may decide to delete this circle because currently it's not needed, or I may still decide to leave it. Okay, so this is basically what we have from the assignment given or the example we are working with. Yeah, somebody is asking, is it polar array that arranged the small circle? Yes, it is. So the moment you click on polar array, although these videos are always on our channel, so this is another reason why we said everyone please subscribe to the channel. So that for persons who have been following us, the moment we go live, they have notification that yeah, Rent Limited is live and they can participate in our trainings. Yeah, so the moment you use the polar array, it automatically gives that, it automatically creates those inner circles. It automatically does that. So I'm going to drop more assignments on the group chat. Basic assignments, which I believe you all will be able to do. So we have this. I just dropped few examples on the group chat, which I expect a good number of you to do. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've dropped about 5 different examples on the group chat currently. I'm going to drop the 6th one. Okay, so I'm waiting for questions. This is question time. Question time. Can you all hear me now? Can you hear me? So previously I haven't been saying anything. I was sending some drawings to the group chat. Okay. So please go to the group chat. Those of you that have AutoCAD installed, try to get your hands on one or two of these exercises. Um, our method of teaching is quite unique and straightforward. Even if you don't have a brain, you can still understand what I'm teaching. That's the best part of that's the best part of it. So if you know somebody that don't have a brain, just tell the person, don't worry, just participate. You see miracle. Miracle will happen. Okay. So the line copying or copying of line is actually not it's actually not something you should break your head about. So we have let me create construction line like this. No, then create a circle. So for this, what you just need to do is to click on copy, select the line, hit enter, then select the point you want to copy it to. Specify the distance there. So for this, I can specify 40 or 55. You get? And it has gone up 55. I will come down again, type 55, and it comes down 55. So that basically that's how, or you click, hit enter, and copy to any point you want. So I want to copy to this point, I'll just click here. I want to copy to this point and click here. Escape. These two are things I don't want. Then you can now start trimming. Trim, 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 trim. So basically, this was how we did the first example. Just easy, very easy. So does anyone have any other question before we call it a day? Because this is time for question and answer. So I believe Sarah, you are okay with my explanation. Okay, thank you all for participating in today's class. I believe you understood something, you have gotten one or two clarity, you have known how to do more complex drawings on AutoCAD. Um, we are going to see tomorrow, same time, 8:30 p.m. um, via Facebook. Sorry, YouTube. And the number of participation is reducing as time goes on. Initially, we had a lot of persons in the first session. Some persons joined via YouTube, some persons joined via um, Zoom. Now the number of participation has dropped so drastically that everybody is now on Zoom, on YouTube, and we are not even up to 10 persons that are live for today's class. Okay, today we have come to the conclusion of today's class. We are going to see tomorrow, same time, 8:30 p.m. Thank you once again for joining. Thank you for creating time for today's training. Um, we'll see tomorrow. Have a good night rest. Yes, attendance. Just give me a minute. Let me pull that out. Attendance is coming, and here it is. So the attendance form has been dropped, and the course code is fillet. Oh, sorry. The course code is trim. CRIM, trim. That's our course code. I need to open the form so that everyone can participate. Okay, so the form is open. The form is open now. The course code is trim. TRIM is there. I think if there's going to be an award for the most active participants, this is going to go to, okay, YouTube is already giving us our ranking. Sarah, the first person. We have Tolu, Tolulope Akinlab, the second person. And we have the third person is Thompson Morolayo. So for those of you that are saying it's not accepting response, go and check it again. I just opened it now, and I think like two persons have already filled the form. So if it has gone through, please, the way you indicated that it's not accepting response, please also indicate that, give us feedback when it is accepting response from your end. Someone has submitted the form, so okay, more than one person actually. Okay, thank you all. Thank you all. See you tomorrow, same time, 8:30 p.m. Have a good night rest.